Hey guys, I know I haven't made a message in a while, and this isn't really a message. It's more just like almost like a talk show kind of thing right now. I just wanted to share some of my thoughts I've had recently. Um, Last week or the week before, I was thinking about Christ on the cross. I've been a Christian for a good many years now, and we tend to when you're a Christian for a long time, you tend to forget the basics, and they lose their power. And I was thinking about it, and Christ, when he was on the cross, he bore the weight of every sin that ever was and every sin that ever would be. And I texted my dad, and I was like, how can one man bear that? And he was like, they can't. That's why Jesus had to do it. You see, Christ is so amazing. The fact that he knew what was going to happen to him. God turned his face from him and let his wrath and anger fall on him. Think of that. First off, you have just your own body weight because you're on the cross. Then you have the weight of every sin pressing down on you. And then you have the weight of God's wrath on you. And I sat there and I just thought about that. And I'm like, wow. The fact that one man would love us enough, first off, to come down from heaven onto earth, and then to die that way for us, it's incredible. So that was one of my thoughts. And as well, I know I've used this verse before in a segment, but it's really just one that really got me. It's a 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 18. It says, "Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." And it really hit me. For a little while now, I've been really physically, emotionally, and spiritually tired, and I couldn't figure out why. I'm getting enough sleep, and I just wasn't right. But see, that's why. I wasn't getting renewed inwardly because I wasn't really working hard to get into the Word of God and really just be with Him on a daily basis. And I just want to share an experience I had today. I woke up today and it was a bad morning. I spilled apple cider. I couldn't make my hands work right. It just wasn't fun. And I sat down and I made a playlist on Spotify of just worship songs, and I just sat down and I just worshiped and prayed because that's all I could do. That's all I had left. And it really just hit me. God gave me this verse. I was actually on my way to Ephesians, and I noticed I had that highlighted, and I was like, oh, why don't I read that? And I read it, and I was like, oh, man, He works in such mysterious ways that I've not been getting renewed inwardly. So, I know there's a lot of people that are just tired. And, obviously sleep helps us physically, but our spiritual tiredness affects every part of us. And if you are getting spiritually tired, I'm going to start. I wrote a journal entry today. I'm going to start writing a journal entry every day to say what's been going on in my head. Because I wrote one earlier at camp, and I went back and reread it, and it was just powerful to me. The experience that I had forgotten. Another thing I'd like to say was that I've been, and everything I say is for the benefit of everybody else out there too, okay? Just so that you're aware. For the past while, and a lot of Christians really fall into this, they begin chasing a feeling. And I was chasing a feeling because, see, at camp, when I came home from camp, my mom and my dad said there's something different about me. I was peaceful and joyful. And I lost that feeling, and I've been chasing after it, trying to get it back. But see, that's the problem. I was chasing the feeling. I wasn't chasing the person that gave me that feeling. I wasn't chasing Christ. I was chasing the feeling. And I think that's what a lot of Christians today are doing. We're chasing feelings. We're not chasing after God. So I'm issuing a challenge that I'm going to take. Every day for November, it's going to start in November. I know that's a little bit of a ways away, but I wanted to actually start it on the first of a month. So instead of No Shave November, which that's cool. No Shave November is great. Throughout November, I'm going to be going through at least the book of James, if not as well the book of Ephesians, and making and doing my Bible study on those. They're great books full of just good, solid doctrine and inwardly renewing things. And so that's my challenge to you guys. Go through it with me. I'm going to do my best, God willing, to make a video off of it. And you know, maybe it'll be an everyday post instead of a once a week thing. And we'll go through Ephesians and James together and see what God has in store. So that's this week's video. I'm going to start making them again. God bless you guys. I know a lot of you. Everybody I believe that everybody that watches my videos I know. And I want to say that you guys have been a blessing in my life. And I pray that I can be a blessing to you as well. So God bless, and have a great week.